Hello everybody, it's Mark, and today I want to talk to you about my opinion of all the Danganronpa games. And yes, I know, Danganronpa, I'm a weeb, yes, boo me in the comments right now while you're at it. Okay, you're done? Good, good. Alright, now, time to actually talk about my opinion. So, I'm gonna be talking about all the games in order, except the Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp, because that's basically just a rehash of the extra modes for the end of V3, and let's just go. So, first of all, Danganronpa 1, Trigger Happy Havoc. Good game, amazing game, perfect example of what a Danganronpa game should be. And basically just a detective, murder mystery game in general, because like Ace Attorney, that game was good. That was the game that brought me to DGR, but there was too many court cases and too many investigations per case, because it's like each case has like 5 trials and 5 investigations or something like that. Yeah, I just couldn't do it, and it was just too much, just too slow paced. It just felt like an actual just court proceeding basically. Because there was no, because you were really just presenting evidence and making arguments. There wasn't like any like fun, unique twist game aspect on it, but Ace Attorney's still a pretty decent game. But yeah, that's why I like Danganronpa 1. It introduced me to the series, and I really like, this goes for basically all the games. I like the fast-paced courtroom scenes, how it's not just, oh, let's slam on desks and make our argument and press every single witness's statements until we eventually get what we need and run out of freaking hearts or whatever. But I guess you could also say that kind of applies with DGR too. So, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Also pretty good game. I don't really have many complaints, but my two main complaints for Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa 3 is that the cases are just too long. I mean, what it really boils down to is obvious thing. What do you mean obvious thing is obvious thing? Well, I don't know. I'm a dumbass. I don't know how I graduated middle school. Oh, why don't we play 20 mini games and fail them all 3 times, and so we can find out how obvious thing is obvious thing. And then you just throw in Tenko calling everyone degenerate male, you throw in Sayonji just shouting random ass shit, and you've got every trial for Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa 3. So, yeah, Danganronpa 2, pretty good, just like the first one. Uh, Ending was a bit balls to the walls with the whole virtual reality and 3D crap. But oh well, it was good. It was good. Good game. And now UDG. Oh fucking UDG. Well, before we hear my complaints about it, why don't we hear everyone else's rave reviews of this game?
Oh my god, bro. I hate this game. This is one of the worst games I ever played on the channel.
So you'll listen to Monica's little request, right?
This is the worst game I played on the channel, and I played hentai. Like,
Stop, stop, stop. Please. No more. Enough of the sexual shit with kids, alright?
Yeah.
Like,
This game.
just stop.
I'm
It's
sorry to
just
say,
like,
but it's
they're
just
just
a decent
going too
game.
far. There's too much in this fucking game of
I
that.
mean, yeah, it's a decent like action game with the actual shooting parts, but really most of it is just, it's mostly just story elements with just action parts sprinkled in. Most of the time you're just going to get arthritis from trying to click over the dialogue because it's just some sappy soap opera stuff like, Toko, I am your friend. Oh my goodness, what do you mean that you are my friend? And then everyone cries and hugs and exchanges sweets, and then they all go watch another crappy soap opera, even worse than the game. But yeah, let me say it like this. To me, it seems like UDG, the way it was made is that the devs were busy making an anime, hence why all the anime cutscenes are in the game, and then they got contacted to make a game, so they just went, well, we have all these anime cutscenes, we might as well just throw them into the game and just call it a day and add some mediocre 3D graphics. And then that's how UDG was born, kids. Now, Danganronpa V3. Oh wait, my bad. I still have a couple more points to make about UDG. Another thing I really hate about UDG is all the, well, I'm not sure if I can say this out loud because I have people in the other room, but it's just all the sexual shit with kids, man. It's like, what the hell is your problem? It's like, I can understand why they put it in the game, but it's like, hold on. But it's like that one scene in the Evangelion movie where Shinji, you know what's, but yeah, where it's like you can see why they put it there to emphasize how fucked up the world is and how fucked up all the characters are. But it's like you couldn't have done it in another way. You couldn't have just did this creepy stuff. You couldn't have not made the viewer feel uncomfortable because it's just like holy shit. Because it's like okay, humor is like it's like spices. Put in enough, and the food tastes good. Put in too much, and your food becomes a heaping pile of dog crap. And that heaping pile of dog crap with too much spices is UDG, friends. Because it just they couldn't have done the jokes in moderation. They couldn't have just made the jokes here and there. No, that had to basically just be the main purpose of the game. Just make stupid ass jokes that make the viewer feel uncomfortable and just make them tired and want to rip out all their hair because the jokes aren't funny anymore. The jokes aren't funny anymore after the 5th time they make them. Sorry, just going off on a little rant. Rant over. Now, V3. Oh, V3. V3, 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 53. Where do I even start? Okay, V3. First 3 chapters, great game. Great game. Great cast of characters, great trials, great twist. Chapter 1 twist, chef's kiss, perfection. Amazing twist. I loved it. But once you get out of trial 4, you can really start to see that they're just starting to go just crazy with it. Like the thing about Danganronpa 1 that was interesting about it is that it took place in a school. The kids there, they had to be creative with their stuff. It was a rich school, but they still had to be creative. It was just still a regular school basically. They they couldn't just use their technology crap and defeat everyone. It's like V3 you might as well just have them be in like Jeff Bezos's mansion or something with all the technology that's in there because it's like if I just want to watch a bunch of people get crushed with the hydraulic press, I mean that's not interesting. That's not creative. How much time did they need to think about that? I mean, like for example, the other trials, like uh, trial number 5. I think it was 4. Yeah, Sakura's trial, game 1. That was creative. I like that. It's like it ended up being a you know what. I'm not gonna say it out loud because there might be some people offended by that, but it ended up being a locked room mystery. It took a lot of like effort and thinking to come up with that probably. Like it's just so unique. Like it's pretty cool. You don't see many things like that, or at least I haven't seen many things like that. But it's like V3 the most creative case is just the first one, Kaede. And like I said before, the first 3 are pretty good. Like I said, chapter 1 amazing, but it's just like chapter 4 with the giant ass computer and them going into the stupid virtual reality 3D thing. It's just like no one saw this coming. Like Shuichi with his ultimate detective skills, he couldn't have figured out that Miyu is being obviously just very pushy with the whole 3D world thing. Like he couldn't have figured out, hey, she's being awfully pushy with this. Maybe she has some ulterior motive. Maybe she's planning a murder, but no. We're just going to trust the fucking person who attempted, no, not even attempted, who raped him in the fucking Bluff Hotel scene. Okay. Whew. Gotta relax. Okay. But yeah, trial 5, just crushed with the hydraulic press. It's like an unsolvable murder. Just no, it wasn't really unsolvable. It was just more like stupid because it's like an unsolvable case. It's easy to make with just like a hydraulic press and just not knowing who the victim is. But just like the Tomb of Horrors, anyone can make just a death dungeon. Just anyone can just put 1,000 spike traps in a dungeon and just make it so that all the adventurers die. But it takes a lot of skill to do that creatively. It takes a lot of skill to make good, like, unsolvable quote unquote cases. And it just with the hydraulic press, it's just kind of a cop out, I think, because it's just like, well, we can't even get any clues basically to who was in there, or so they thought. And then just trial 6, it just the stereotypical info dump trial, but I'd say this one was the worst offender of all of them because it's just too much information. I don't even have a problem with the fact that the whole thing was like fake or whatever, that it was like a staged game show, but it's just like, okay, it's okay. What am I supposed to do with that? It's like there couldn't have been another ending. It's just like there was so much opportunity for a more thought provoking and just smart ending, but they just made it just, oh, it's all staged, it's all fictional. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. But then again, my favorite part of V3 is the little RPG mode you get at the end when you beat the game, because that's just fun. That's fun. I like it. It's like Final Fantasy, kind of. Oh yeah, and then we also have the secret events, but we don't talk about that.